Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Man the Champ, with a special Royal Rumble review ride along. I got Troublemaker with me.
What's going on, guys?
And wow, fresh off the Rumble pay-per-view itself. Holy crap, I gotta say, it was like a really good show. And I liked how this year, like for the last couple of years, not necessarily the women's, but the men's especially, has been really predictable. I like that it wasn't so much so this year, because you had like maybe at least 4, maybe 5 different guys who could possibly win it. And that's what I like about the Rumble matches, the unpredictability. You don't really know who's gonna win. Then like I said, the last couple of years, you knew Cody Rhodes was pretty much gonna win it, and then the year before that, once you saw Brock Lesnar in there, you'd be like, oh yeah, he's winning. So I like that, but we'll get into that a little bit more. Let's talk about starting with the women's Royal Rumble. Trouble, what'd you think of that match?
That was so entertaining. I had so much fun watching that, man. Okay, so my W's for that match. Valhalla coming out wearing the horns.
Michael Cole marked out for that. That was so funny.
And my boy R-Truth,
that was fucking hilarious.
Just something weird happened where, it was supposed to be the men's Rumble at that very moment, but for some reason it was a women's match. And what's the GM's name?
Adam Pearce.
Yeah, Adam Pearce. I guess this is not official. He had to come down and make it so for both to understand. You guys are my talent. Girl, get in the ring. R-Truth. That is the ladies' match.
And then she gets in the ring and gets immediately eliminated.
Man, she was mad, yo. I thought I was watching a horror movie at that moment.
That was so funny, though.
Okay, other W's. Congratulations, Bailey. I was literally rooting for you. I understand that there was a little confuzzleness with Damage Control appearing. That wasn't part of the original plan, but you still came out on top, which is part of the plan.
Yeah.
So the opportunity's gonna arise.
She got a plan.
That's right. Also, so it was really cool to see not so many coincidental entries, like, oh, just because this person comes out means the next person's gonna come out is following a storyline with them. Sometimes there was like a filler or two, and then the next person comes out, which would reconnect the storyline. I like to see more like new feuds kind of like bursting out of these things, especially if you're on different shows. You don't know the energy and attitude that other superstar is bringing, you know what I mean? So we got that out of both Rumbles.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I liked a lot of the different entrants that come out. Some of them are really interesting. Like, you see one person come out and you're like, oh, and then the next person. I think, and there's a lot of funny moments too. Like when Piper Niven comes out, she acted like she was gonna drop her partner Chelsea Green, which is like, oh no, just kidding.
That is a true team right there.
And oh my god, the amount of punishment poor Chelsea Green took in this match, it was so funny. She kept getting body slammed and like squished by like either Nia Jax or Piper Niven, or sometimes both.
And she was run into so many times. She had the wind taken out of her.
Yeah. But at least she lasted longer than like 5 seconds, so I guess that's a win for her.
That's a huge win. And also, like, another big W is Maxine Dupree doing the dance in the reverse worm, like that.
Reverse caterpillar, yeah.
That was hella dope. Now my L's, Asuka didn't spray no mist, and Alexa Bliss did not appear. So those are a couple of L's for me. Also Isla Dawn didn't, she wasn't in the match.
Yeah, it was weird because I just want to say this real quick, because I didn't watch the actual footage. I just saw like on WWE.com they posted like an after thing of like more people picking their numbers, and I saw Isla Dawn in the thumbnail. So I guess I assumed, what happens when you assume things. I assumed that she would actually be the one to enter the Rumble match itself and not Alba Fire.
And that was a really good punchline. They were like, what is that, a staff? Like, yeah, man, like the dark arts were at work tonight.
Yeah, I guess so.
Other than that, it was a big running long match that was full of entertainment, and it was, it had such a dope. I enjoyed the winner, like I enjoyed Bailey winning more than the men's winning. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, so that was that.
I find it funny. Like I just randomly thought, because number one came out, which was Natalia, and by the way, like, no disrespect to Tyson Kidd, but damn, your wife looked fine tonight. And number two, and returning Naomi.
Yeah, that
was great. Like, I wasn't even expecting it. Like, wow. Oh, I guess I should have, because they were talking about her possibly coming back. But yeah,
the glow has returned,
and she lasted a long time. She lasted, I think, just over 60 minutes.
Yeah, quite some time.
But then Bailey, who, this was funny. Trouble will tell you. This is funny. I like number 3. I just randomly said Bailey, because why not? I figured what do you know? Number 3, she came out. I'm like, holy shit! I didn't even think of that. Like, I didn't even know.
I'm gonna be real, man. Like, I honestly wish I thought about doing the entry reactions earlier,
yeah.
Because it was because of that moment as to why I started to do them. So.
I was like, oh my god! And then she broke the record for longest time in the Rumble, 63 minutes.
Congratulations, Bailster.
Number 3, Bailey's got a plan.
Yes. Ding dong. Hello.
Ding dong. It's your new Royal Rumble Women's winner.
Hey, Michael Cole. Look at this.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So it was a good Royal Rumble. There's a lot of botches though, unfortunately, but that's standard fare. And I hate to say it, like, I know they're trying their best, but I noticed a lot of women's matches. There's a lot of like things that go wrong, things that don't exactly happen the way they're supposed to. It is what it is, though. But overall, it was a good match, definitely. Let's move along now. Here's something I didn't understand. Why was the WWE Universal Championship match middle of the card?
Come on, man. You know why? Because it was brought to you by Slim Jim.
And that's another thing too, because supposedly they pulled their sponsorship because of the Vince McMahon scandal. More on that on B-Scat's video that was posted yesterday, because this is being filmed now Sunday technically. It was filmed on Friday. It was released yesterday. This is going out today at some point Sunday. But yeah, if you want to hear more about that, go watch the Ride Along with B-Scat.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, they just pulled their sponsorship, and now we're seeing all these sponsorships for Slim Jims and all that stuff. Like, they literally just pulled it. I don't understand. But that aside, it was the Fatal 4 was a good match. There were actually, I'll give him this, there was a spot or two where I thought maybe Roman might be losing, and the way the match was placed on the card, they kind of swerved you a little bit. Because if it's so early on the card, because this happened 2 years ago, when Brock Lesnar lost the title to Bobby Lashley, I think it was in the middle of the card, and then he came back to enter and win the Royal Rumble. So I thought maybe they're going to do the same with Roman Reigns. But no, it didn't happen. Roman, of course, Roman wins, lol. And as I called, again, a B-Scats video, I've been saying it the whole time, AJ Styles ate the pin, unfortunately. Because I knew, because Randy Orton wasn't going to eat the pin, because that would make him look stupid for saying Daddy's home to Roman, and LA Knight couldn't afford to eat another pinfall. He was still trying to build up his momentum, so I knew it had to be AJ to take the fall, and lo and behold, he did. So, unfortunately, and still, for another God knows how many more months, Roman Reigns.
That match alone, there wasn't a low point. Like, the adrenaline and the action just kept pumping throughout the show, through our veins. So here's the thing. The women's match started the show. After that, I got a little exhausted. So, like, the following 2 matches, which happened to be the 2 championship matches, I laid back for a minute, and I was just kind of like, I was so tired. I could have shut my eyes, but I was also really excited, so I was continued watching, and I just used that to recharge for the men's rumble.
Yeah, which we'll get to.
However, I'm just like watching that match. It was a lot of good spots, like Randy Orton and LA Knight trying to outdo each other by like slamming
Roman and AJ into the table.
onto the tables and whatnot, and just a lot of flexibility, a lot of action giving, you know. So nothing to really complain. Like, anyone could have won the match, I'm not gonna lie, and I would have been satisfied. I was hoping that LA Knight was gonna win, you know, as I mentioned.
I know, I secretly wanted AJ Styles, even though I knew he wasn't winning it.
Yeah, like anytime AJ Styles' name is on a thing like that's your guy. So like,
yeah,
I immediately think you're always gonna choose him.
Well, the only exception is when it comes to like when you got a long reign like Roman's has been going on for.
That's true. That's very true. Now, I have a conspiracy theory about the Slim Jim thing. So I kind of think that maybe they wanted to pull, and the only way that they were gonna stay was to have Slim Jim do the coverage for the World Heavyweight Championship match. Maybe. And you know what? Like, whether it did or not, it didn't affect the performance of the match because everything was excitement.
Well, yeah, no, it's not supposed to affect the performance of the match. It's just supposed to be like an advertising thing.
Because I remember originally, like, you know, when these advertisement things would come around the barricade, it's like, this match is brought to you by this or whatever.
Yeah.
At the beginning of those segments, some people thought it was disrespectful to the match because it's just like, what does this have to do with wrestling? Yes, being advertised, but what the hell? Now, I used to think like that, but because of how these guys carried this championship match, I could care less what the barricade said around it.
Yeah.
For real. Like, I was interested in each wrestler's performance.
Oh.
And it was super cool to see, like, all right, you're trying to be loyal enough to know that yes, there are no DQs and you're not turning it into a hardcore match, but you are busting out the chair for, you know, like
yeah, it was so satisfying seeing AJ hit Roman with the chair.
Yeah, for your revenge purposes.
And then RKO and stuff. That was cool. And there wasn't even well, there kind of was a ref bump, but not really. I was surprised about that.
It's like a small. There was no bloodshed.
Yeah, it was like a small ref bump, but that was about it. Like, he just got pulled out of the ring, but he was just like limping around, and then he comes back in time for the final sequence. Also, I forgot to mention. Sorry, I was just caught up in it. Jade Cargill, my surprise pick. She entered the Royal Rumble, number 28. That was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, so when you really think about it for a second, CM Punk and Jade, they both...
Jade.
My bad, Jade. They both finally threw some hands tonight for the first time since arriving at WWE.
And they were both former AEW stars.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What a way for... Like, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying?
And after the world title match was the U.S. title match, which kind of confused me.
Dude, my heart was torn out of my chest for that one.
I would honestly have been happy not getting that one right, because I picked Logan Paul because I figured they're not going to have him drop the title until WrestleMania.
Okay, this is how I see it, right? Logan Paul wants to be involved in WWE storylines so hard. You have to take some L's. You have to lose some matches. At some big pay-per-views, just because you're the celebrity guest does not mean you should be walking away with W's all the time. So if you really want to be involved in the picture and the punctuality of the wrestling business, you gotta lose the match. That way, you start to build yourself up more as, yeah, you are this megastar with amazing athleticism, this, that, and the third, but you really get to sell it more to your to your audience. Like, okay, this guy, he's incredible but not invincible. He can take an L, and like, let's see how he takes it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So technically, he literally did lose this match because there was a 3 count. He literally did lose. He did not kick out. The referee opened their eyes just a little bit more and noticed, oh my goodness, guess what?
Yeah, Owen had brass knuckles.
You got the William Regals on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, you literally noticed at the last second, like, oh, now the referee has decent vision.
You know?
I guarantee if it'd be the other way around, the referee would be like, I don't see nothing. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, unfortunately, Owens did lose via disqualification. Freaking sucks. But he got his revenge. He got to slam Paul through a table, so that was nice. That was cathartic as hell for me.
Yeah.
So that match was overall, it was pretty good too. Like, I hate Logan Paul with a passion. I do, but I will admit he's for a celebrity, he is a fairly decent wrestler.
Yeah, and like he sells it. Like, you can tell he watches the old tapes. He takes from the. I honestly kind of think he takes a lot from maybe Shawn Michaels.
Oh God.
That, you know, if you're watching some old footage and stuff, and you're really breeding yourself into like.
Yeah, I hate the fact that a guy that I hate the most is copying a guy that I used to love. I used to be a huge fan of.
This is just allegedly from me.
No, okay, yeah. I'm just. But if you're right, like it makes my stomach turn a little bit. Anyway, let's move on to the men's Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Holy crap, what a match! So my boy, adrenaline in my soul. Back to back goes Cody Rhodes. First two-time back-to-back winners since 1998 with Stone Cold Steve Austin. First of the century. 26 years, Cody Rhodes. I was like, yes, buddy. He come in the number, I think, no, it wasn't 15. He come in.
Yeah,
it was 15. Yeah, you're right. 15 or 16, one or the other. But yeah, he come in, and then like it was down to like basically my predicted Final Four was him, McIntyre, Gunther, and CM Punk. And I said it multiple times in both matches actually. So friggin' Punk goes to point to the sign at WrestleMania. I'm like, oh, he's losing now. Punk's definitely losing the match now, because everybody who pointed to that sign during both matches before they were over got eliminated. So when he saw that towards the end of the match, it was Punk and Cody. A couple other people did it during the Rumble itself, but you see at the end there, you see Punk pointing to the sign. And there's a YouTuber I follow, speak English, called Christian Miracle, and he's got like it's like a Wrestling Sins YouTube video, and one of his common sins is like monologuing is a villain's greatest weakness. And that happened not once but twice. Drew McIntyre was jaw-jacking with Punk, I think it was, or Cody, one or the other, and then he got eliminated. And then same thing happened. Punk was jaw-jacking about like Cody, he was saying stuff, and then Cody throws him over the top rope to win the Rumble. I'm like, yeah, see, happened.
Yeah, and you know what, man? Because like these things are written so specifically in those types of notions, I kind of feel like the writers, should, start making some changes.
Yeah.
You know, if we can see something coming from a mile away, flip the script on us, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm still happy. I got all my picks right, straight 4 for 4. I got a total. If you tally everything up, again, go back and watch it on B-Scat's channel. We got all the predictions and stuff. If you tallied up all the points out of a possible 12, I managed to score, I believe it was a 9.
Yeah, no.
So 4 points. So 4 points for Bayley winning and Jade Cargill being the surprise entrant. Point for Logan Paul. Point for Roman Reigns, and 3 points for Cody being my top pick to win the men's Rumble. So yeah, 9.
My biggest L in the men's Rumble was Damian Priest eliminating R-Truth. That was such an outrage. That was so uncalled for. Do you realize that Judgment Day could have literally won the Rumble if y'all just worked together? Like,
got along, yeah, I know.
What is wrong with you, man? Like, why would you do that to like your top dog?
I don't know. It's dumb, but yeah, I think what else happened in the Rumble? Oh yeah, Jay comes out number 1 and Jimmy came out number 2. That was funny. And
that was one of the first times that they linked up since splitting.
Yeah. Except since like SummerSlam or whatever. Or no, I think it might have been after that. Yeah, because Jimmy cost Jay the tag titles a few months later too. I remember that. I don't know. I think it was like November maybe. I can't remember, because they won the titles off of Judgment Day, and then they lost because Jimmy interfered in the match. They lost the titles back to Judgment Day.
Oh yes.
So yeah, they linked up. They fought out for a while. And then you had a bunch of people come in, and you had a couple NXT guys. You had Braun Breaker come out, and he was totally freaking like destroying everybody. Spears left, right, and center.
Okay, I have something to ask about that.
What's that?
So to be honest with you, I don't really pay attention or watch his matches. Is that all he's got?
No, but he's been picking up a lot. He's been doing it a lot more often. You see him enter a ring, and he's like going off the ropes at almost like 20, 30 miles an hour, and he's just like destroying people.
I don't know.
Spears, clotheslines, all that stuff.
I would just kind of prefer if I didn't have a second Goldberg around.
No, he's actually better than Goldberg because he can actually go for a decently long time in matches.
All right, man. You get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, no, I hear you, but when he comes into the main roster, you'll see a lot more of what he's about.
Okay.
I just hope that's sooner rather than later because I think he's been in NXT a little bit too long, personally. And then, of course, like in Pat McAfee, we forgot to mention, came out at the beginning of the show to do commentary. He gets entered in the Royal Rumble. He comes in. He sees Braun Breaker and Omos just like looking at him. Climbs over the top rope, gets in the ring. Climbs back over. He gets back in, then climbs back over the ring and just drops to the floor.
Can someone please explain why that happened?
Because he was scared of Omos.
Yeah.
I can't say I blame him.
He literally said that's not a real human.
Yeah, I know. That was a fucking... yeah, it was a pretty good Royal Rumble. Like I said, I liked how they were unpredictable this year. Like, I mean, I was certain Cody was gonna win. I wasn't sure about the women's Rumble. I thought it should have been Bayley, and it was. I thought it might have been. I was right, and then Cody, like I said, but it could have been. Like I said, it could have been Punk. It could have been Gunther. Could have been McIntyre. You never knew. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. That true that.
All right, so I guess that'll. Unless you have anything else you want to say, Trouble.
I don't really know. Like, I would rate that, like, now that I think about it quite deeply, like maybe like a nice 3.8 out of 5.
3.8.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'd give it maybe like a 4. There was some good points in a lot of the matches there.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that'll pretty much do it. Where are you taking me right now?
I have no idea.
Guys, if you don't hear from me again, this is my last video, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
I have nothing to do with him saying that.
I'm just joking. Anyway.
I put the money in the bag.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know if I'm going to do one of these again anytime soon, but hopefully see you again sometime in the future. Take it easy.
B-Man, thank you for having me on this video.
And thank you for having me at your house for the Rumble.
Yes, sir. Whoop, whoop.
Peace out, guys. Take it easy.
Peace.